inside the Niger Delta.
Some Ogoni activists have maintained that the purported acquisition of oil mining lease OML 11 by the Rivers State government offends the sensibilities of Ogoni people and so will be resisted. Their position on OML 11 comes on the heels of Governor Nyesom Wike's declaration that the Rivers State government had bought up Shell's interest in the oil mining lease. Correspondent Lovely Ofigo has more.
Governor Nyesom Wike, in a recent nationwide broadcast, hinted that the Rivers State government had paid a sum of $150 million to acquire Shell's 45% equity shares in the operatorship of OML 11. The Rivers State chief executive said the acquisition followed a court judgment for the auction of the oil facility.
Rather than stand by and watch other persons or group purchase SPDC 45% interest in that OML 11 and further exacerbate the poverty of the people of the state, a responsible and responsive state government should weigh in and bid for the purchase of SPDC interest already set down for auction.
While Governor Wike claims that the move is to protect the interests of Rivers people, it appears not to have gone down well with Ogoni people. Celestine Akpobari and Gani Toba are two Ogoni activists who have openly criticized the governor for abetting resumption of oil production in Ogoniland, whose people are still licking their wounds from the repression and exploitation attendant on decades of oil production in their communities.
We lost 13 prominent Ogoni people. We lost 14 communities wiped out. We lost more than 2,000 men and women of Ogoni who died on this struggle. And somebody will now sit in government house and say the state is losing revenue.
He's a Rivers man. And for a Rivers governor, somebody from Rivers State to have, dabbled into the issue of OML 11 without even consulting with the people, without even having respect for the blood of over 2,000 people that were lost, I think it does not mean well.
The Ogoni activists dismissed the purported acquisition of OML 11 as announced recently by the Rivers State governor. They insist that the oil facility is neither open for bidding nor available for oil production to commence. At the moment, the federal government is in court with Shell over the operatorship of OML 11. In August this year, an Abuja Federal High Court ordered the federal government to renew Shell's lease to operate OML 11 for a period of 20 years after the government of President Muhammadu Buhari cancelled the operating license of the oil major in the first quarter of this year. The federal government has since appealed the judgment, fearing that it could ignite insecurity in Ogoniland if allowed to stand.
I think that Governor Wike didn't do research well. UNEP recommended that Shell should decommission. In fact, that was the first recommendation. Decommissioning means that you have to remove everything that you have from the place, including pieces of iron in the ground. Your manifold, whatever that you have, should be removed. So I don't know which one that Wike has paid for, whether it is an open land that he has paid for.
That block has expired. The block was not renewed. So what he's doing is to wear another mask of Shell. They are wearing the garment of the governor to use the name of Rivers State government to intimidate, to destroy and enter the land. And we are saying, no, you can't do that.
The largest oil mining lease in the Niger Delta, OML 11, covers 14 oil fields in Rivers and Imo states, 10 of which are located in Ogoniland. The Ogonis have vowed to resist all attempts to reopen the oil fields until the federal government addresses their grievances over the extrajudicial killing of the Ogoni 9, as well as the demands espoused in the Ogoni Bill of Rights.
Inside the Niger Delta.